So we talked about this yesterday, Jeremy, but now there's an update. It applies to all the iPhones, all the iPads. I looked it up today, actually. 700 million iPhones have been sold around the world. What exactly is the problem?
The problem is that all of the chips that that are used in all of these devices have a fundamental vulnerability that would allow an attacker to steal almost anything that that chip has in memory. And so all of the vendors, all of the companies that produce computer hardware are basically in the process of trying to update and patch their systems. Apple was very quiet about this earlier in the week, and then just came out yesterday and said, yes, this affects all of our hardware as well, with the exception of the Apple Watch, which is based on a different kind of chip technology and a different operating system. But everything else is affected by this and will have to be patched.
So we have to get a little bit more in the details. As I understand, there are two problems. One's called Meltdown, one's called Spectre. For those of us who are fans of James Bond, that has sort of an ominous tone to it, Spectre. But Apple reportedly says we've already taken care of Meltdown through a software fix, and we're working on Spectre, at least if you use the Safari. So how protected are we, those of us who, like I, have an iPhone?
Yeah, so apparently if you've updated your operating system recently, you should be protected against this attack that's called Meltdown, which is an attack that primarily targets some ARM chips and some Intel chips, and is a relatively easy attack for some bad actor to pull off. So it's good that these systems are being patched, or in the case of Apple, they say they've already been patched and fixed in updates that they sent to users earlier in the year. And then this second attack called Spectre is a much harder attack to pull off, but also potentially a much harder attack for the companies to fix. They say that at least for the Safari browser, they will have a fix out shortly. And this would basically prevent somebody from running some Java code on a website that would steal information from the memory of your computer. It would basically disable the ability of JavaScript to do this. That's what the fix is, and Apple says they should have that out soon.